Hello, World of Tank Blazers. It's a Littlefinger, and I wanted to take a minute and talk about blitztankstats.com. This is Mirage Mike's website, and it is really useful for those of us that want to dive deeper into our stats and figure out how we can continue to improve in this game. But also wanted to talk about the challenges section that he has, which puts a total different perspective on this game. And he's got an active challenge that starts this weekend. So there's still time to register. Cash prizes, and it is a kills 3 battles. We'll get into that here in a second, but I just wanted to go through this website and point out some of the things that I find really useful. So upper right hand corner is where you're going to log in using your Blitz username and password. And then we've got these tabs up here at the top, and I'll go through and point out just some of the things that I find really interesting. So you've got the spider graph in the table over here, but this blue line is your 30-day average. The red line is your all-time average, and the dotted black line here is the Blitz average. So if you want to see if you are improving over 30 days versus your lifetime statistic, you want this blue line to be on the outside of the red line. So that's a quick way to look in and say, yep, I'm doing well on my damage per battle over the last 30 days. Also down here, what I thought was real interesting is you can sort your battles based upon normal and ratings. You can see I played just over 2,000 rating battles, but 50,000 regular battles, and all-time 52,000 battles. And here is those statistics there. I'm sitting at 376 tanks with an ace. That's 83% of the 453 tanks that I have. Interesting here to see the breakdown of tanks by type for me. I've always thought that I like medium tanks the best, but wouldn't you know it, that's my lowest win rate. So I find that very interesting. Light tanks and heavy tanks is what I do best in. We move over to top 10. It's kind of interesting to see your top 10 tanks by win rate and your highest damage, but more importantly, for those of you guys out there that are grinding credits, check out the top 20 earners. This will give you all of those tanks that you have and how much you are earning per battle in them. So if you're trying to get credits to buy that next tech tree tank, these are the tanks you want to pull out. And you can see this is the credit coefficient, the win rate, and the tier there. So I find that really interesting as well. The stats here, right now is currently sorted by the last battle, and for me, I can see how I've done in these tanks, and you can see I'm not playing many battles. I'm playing just one battle and moving on to the next tank. I'm using that 2x bonus, but you'll see here that the level mastery that I have, this is because I am trying to get those aces. I recently got the Skoda ace. I'm going to be doing a review on the T69 coming up, so I already have an ace in that. But if you see here, all of those are tanks that I'm picking and playing because I don't yet have aces in them. And you can come to the Mastery tab here, and you get a full-on view of every tank. If it's lightly grayed out, it means that you don't have that tank. And green if you do have the ace, and you can see all of these other ones here that I'm still working on. Medals, just think, we just had the 50 TP event, and that required Brothers in Arms. You could click here on the icon for the Brothers in Arms, and you can sort your tanks by what tanks you've received the most Brothers in Arms in. Obviously, this is going to be not reflected in how many games you played, how many times you platooned in that tank, but it gives you a good idea here of the tanks that probably you should choose for that event. And this also helps out with the challenges that Mike has that we'll get to here in a little bit later, because he looks for different things like spots and stuff like that. So you can use the medal section to help with that. History basically just breaks down each day by the tier, and you can come in here and you can see I didn't do very well in the Pudel there, and breaks down the tier and how you did from a win 8 perspective over here. And what I really wanted to get to is the challenges section. So he's got the Halloween Reaper 2021 event. It's tier 7. It says any here, but I think the idea was to use those Halloween tanks, um, like the Gravedigger or some of those other tanks there. Um, you should have a register button here. If you're not yet registered, we can go in. He's got 36 people as of the making of this video. I want to get that up. It'd be great if we can get this filled out. Um, Basically, as long as you're signed up to his Discord, which is real easy to do, you'll get a notification that it's time for you to come in here, and then you just come in and you start recording on the website, and it'll record your next 3 battles, and then it's going to compare the number of kills you get in those 3 battles versus your opponent. So it's basically single elimination down to a single winner. But those aren't the other all of the challenges. He has other ideas here that have either been created by him or by other people. Um, and if you are a patron of his site, you can create your own challenges here. My challenges, I can come in and create one. Um, right now, the only other one appears to be a tank master, which is T1 heavy tank kills. So I think this puts a different spin on, focusing on those missions or focusing on grinding tanks. You can come in here and you really have to focus on, like, for these events here, like getting kills in battles. So interesting little spin. And again, guys, this is blitztankstats.com. Please come visit. Please come register for the Halloween Reaper event. And who knows, maybe you'll be fortunate enough to draw against me, and you can put that down that you beat me in the Reaper challenge. I don't typically do well on these challenges, but anyway, that's a story for another day. So, guys, I hope you're having fun out there. And remember to get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger.